because you love me, thank you. If you're watching because you don't love me, welcome. How was everybody's summer? Good? Yeah? Mine was great. Let's get to it. As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show. And then there was an investigation.
Hello, and welcome back to Lit Trends. Here, in this video, we're going to be discussing a few cases where our much-loved heroes and idols have warned us about Ellen DeGeneres. I would love for you to stick around until the very end of the video so you can see for yourself who these celebs are and who wanted us about Ellen. Number 8. Corinne Olympius. Now, Corinne Olympius, famous from The Bachelor, is a great lover of Ellen and has expressed how much she adored Ellen and how excited she was to be on the show itself. Unlike other cases, she wasn't even offended or put into an awkward situation directly in the show. However, as she revealed afterwards, she wasn't as starstruck as she was in the beginning. This is owing to the fact that Ellen's general attitude intimidated her, and she came out of the show feeling that Ellen might not be the best person, or at least not as great as the person who she portrays herself to be on camera. She disclosed that the experience was quite weird all over for her and not as amazing as she thought Ellen would be at first. Truth be told, she isn't the only one who feels this way. Number 7. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore has been an A-list actor in the Hollywood space for many years, but when she and Ellen were put together as co-hosts for a dating show, First Dates, that practically focused on how awkward first dates usually were, things really went downhill. Clearly, Ellen is one of the most successful talk show hosts of all time, and Drew is also remarkably successful as a celebrity. However, the two appeared to just not be able to hit it off and host the show successfully. There was an obvious tension between the two offstage as neither were willing to give up the position of the top host and call the shots. In spite of the efforts made to make things work between them, the synchronization was just not there. Well, at least they tried to make it work, but it was to no avail. The show's runners were quite wise, and they realized that the show wouldn't do well if they tried to continue with the two ladies, and therefore didn't renew it after the first season. Number 6. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin can be hugely classified as a drama queen, so it's really no surprise that she will be involved in a feud with Ellen DeGeneres, who has also become one of the most controversial characters in the Hollywood entertainment industry, albeit her success as one of the greatest daytime talk show hosts and her pioneering involvement is in the LGBTQ+ movement. One of the boldest instances when a celeb stood up to Ellen for her behavior was when Kathy Griffin wrote in her book, Celebrity Run-In, about a particular daytime talk show host. She said the person she was talking about was blonde and was particularly known for her mean side, which is a stark difference from the nice and charming on-screen personality that she leads on. No one was really surprised when she revealed later in an interview that the person was in fact Ellen.
There were also articles in the press and on social media that said that I am not who I appear to be on TV because I became known as the Be Kind lady.
Because there have been a lot of instances where Ellen has showcased this particular side of her character. As expected, Ellen was furious at this, and it's no surprise that Kathy never actually got called onto the show again. Kathy also reportedly said that the time when Ellen was the host of the Emmys, she behaved very badly to her and even kicked her out of the dressing room. Kathy herself is also known to have gotten quite involved in a lot of controversies, but this feud with her and Ellen has probably stemmed from the truth, as Ellen has been accused of being mean and quite opposite to the nice person appearance that she lets on by various celebrities. Number 5. Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa's feud with Ellen DeGeneres has definitely got to be the most talked about, and it goes way back. Some time ago, Kelly Ripa co-hosted a show with football player Michael Strahan. It was one of the most successful morning talk shows, not taking into account the fact that both hosts were from different backgrounds. Kelly from the entertainment industry and Strahan from a sports environment, as he was a successful footballer. However, they split after some time, and this gave rise to a strain in their relationship. As a result of that, none of the other talk shows ventured to bring any one of them to their shows, as they didn't want to risk picking sides. Ellen, however, didn't stop at things like this. Soon after the separation, she called on Strahan to her show. Ellen likely had the intention of getting some information out of him regarding what really went down between the two of them, him and Kelly, which is, in all honesty, way beyond professional courtesy and good motives. However, the fact that Ellen invited him right after the split annoyed Kelly, and she has made no effort to hide it. She has said that it made her feel that Ellen was evidently siding with Strahan for no specific reason. Now, it can be certainly understood why she doesn't like Ellen and doesn't speak in her favor at any given opportunity. Truth is, we honestly can't blame her for feeling this way. Number 4. Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama has been a visitor on Ellen's talk show host, and she took her shopping at a close-by CVS pharmacy, clearly stating that she had to remain in practice. Well, it was pretty alright up until Ellen began taking things way too far when she joked about Michelle and the powers she has as the First Lady. Michelle was evidently offended by the entire dialogue and it weighed down on her, but Ellen didn't stop there. She reportedly asked her to speak to the authorities in the Mint so that her face could be printed on some currency, but that was the last straw. Michelle snapped back and told Ellen to her face that to have your face printed on money, you're expected to have done something of historical significance. In its entirety, this situation was far too bothersome for the former lady. Number 3. Caitlyn Jenner. In September of 2015, Caitlyn Jenner was a guest on the Ellen Degeneres show. She was seen talking about her transition. She also expressed her cautious views on marriage and claimed to be a traditionalist. The entire interview was incredibly nervy to watch as both parties were very visibly uncomfortable. Later on, Ellen revealed in an interview that she thought Caitlyn might be having a problem with her own orientation. After all, she did say that she had traditional views on marriage, but also claimed to support same-sex marriage. Number 2. Mariah Carey. This is one of the times that the Ellen DeGeneres show took things a bit too far. When the legendary Mariah Carey made her appearance on the Ellen show, it was quite an awkward and unwelcomed experience for her. Ellen had probably heard something along the lines of Mariah being pregnant at the time and seemed to be desperate to get her to confirm that.
Let's toast to you not being pregnant. If you're not pregnant, then we should.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it.
It would have certainly meant good for the show. However, that was completely inappropriate as it wasn't Ellen's place to force that information out of her. And as if that wasn't enough, she took things too far when she arranged for some wines for Mariah to take on live camera. Wondering why? Well, in case you don't know, alcohol is strictly prohibited for someone who's pregnant. That was taking things too far and was quite visibly very uncomfortable for the singer as well. However, Ellen seemed to understand that thereafter and she tried to play it off. But this can be said without a doubt that it wasn't one of her proudest moments. Number 1. Cher. Cher is without a shred of doubt a living musical legend, who still excites many even after being in the spotlight for more than 6 decades. However, even the legends and big names can't seem to catch a break at the Ellen DeGeneres show. An example, when Cher came on as a guest on the show, Ellen had taken her to a beauty salon where the two of them were seen doing the fans' hair. Cher appeared to have gotten quite into it and was taking it seriously. She was obviously enjoying it. However, Ellen was quite the opposite. She was just not getting anything done. She interfered with a lot of what Cher was doing as well, and in fact after some time, did karaoke on her songs. And if that wasn't offensive enough, she used some words that could never be appreciated. Cher was very visibly not pleased by Ellen's conduct, and although Ellen tried to play off the whole thing later on during the end, and tried to claim that she was best friends with Cher, Cher certainly did not entertain that and withdrew herself from what was happening, and to be honest, that was sort of expected. You simply don't want to mess with someone like Cher, and that applies to everyone, even Ellen. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!